Yo guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the first in the series here of reviewing the new OP-07 cards 500 years into the future. It's coming out this weekend in Japan. I cannot wait for it. I live over here in Japan. I'll be opening up some boxes this weekend too, so keep an eye out for those videos. I'll probably do a little video, a box opening video of that. And first of all, just before we jump into it here, shout out to One Piece Top Decks for having all of the cards here translated in English. And shout out to Azrif for the kind of inspiration to do this kind of series. He always does these kind of like single color card reviews for each set. So just want to give a big shout out to him. If you guys aren't subscribed to him already, please go do that. And yeah, let's get started. We're doing red first. So red's the first color, and let's just jump right into it. So as you can see here, we got OP-07 500 years into the future. I'm 500 years. It's a nice little typo there. All right, starting off, Monkey D. Dragon. This is my boy. I'm most excited for Dragon this set. He's the leader I'm most looking forward to. And yeah, I think he's going to be decent. I think he's going to be okay. I don't think he's going to be anything crazy. Maybe not even top tier, at least for now. I do think red. I think green is going to come back into power in OP-07, and I think red is really good into green. Red has so many solutions for things like 8-drop Kid and getting around things like Tem.Dofi with a bunch of rush characters. And I'm just saying, my boy Ace, Red Ace is one of my favorite decks of all time. I'm just saying, he's might be making a comeback, so keep an eye out for that. You heard it here first, maybe. Yeah, so activate main once per turn, give up to a total of 2 of your currently attached Dawn to one of your characters. So basically, Dragon is going to allow you to do a bunch of like Dawn swap and spit with the other characters and stuff. Lots of cool combos here. It's going to be fun. It's basically just like a better starter deck Luffy leader. But yeah, 5 life. He's Revolutionary Army. There's going to be some cool combos. I won't spend too much time talking about every single card because we have a lot to get through. Next, we got Ein. This 7-drop 6k on play, set up to one of your opponent's characters' power to 0 for the turn. So this is really cool. By the way, I don't know what it is. I love this art. It's so cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, who is it? Yeah, Hagane Tsurugi. Really cool, really cool. Film Neo Navy, and pretty good effect. I think this is actually decent. I will say I wish they would stop just releasing a bunch of film red cards. It's like 2 sets in a row where like half of the cards have just been filmed. I know there's other cards in here, but still. This is Outlook 3, Outlook the third. Activate main, you may place this card in the trash. Give up to 2 of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power for the turn. So not too bad. Like, it's one of those cards where you're like, hey man, that effect's not too bad, but like I don't know where I would use it or where I would use him, like put him. It's a Goa Kingdom character, which you're gonna see a few of in OP-07. And it's a rare. This is one of those cards where like it's probably pretty good. I just don't see the lines for it yet, so we'll see. And just, I'm sorry, I have to do this. I'm sorry, really quickly. Look at this Onami SP. Oh my God, this is literally my chase card for OP-07. So if you see me pull this in the box opening videos, you're gonna see me kind of like freak out because I normally don't really even have a chase card, but this is amazing. All right, next, a new Dedan, Curly Dedan. 2-drop 3k, counter 1000 on play. You may trash 1 card from your hand. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal and add up to 1 character with a power of 2,000 or less to your hand. Then return the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. This is possibly what Dedan should have been. This is similar to like EB01 with Scarlet, the Dressrosa Scarlet character card that came out, where it's like, wow, this is leader locked, and this effect is essentially what Rebecca should have been from the start. So you're seeing Bandai over the past, like with the extra booster and this set, they're doing a lot of cards like this. You'll see it later in one of the yellow cards for Egghead as well, the Zoro card. They're essentially like, it's not like Raise Max where that was just a essentially a reprint of Gordon, right? They're kind of like, they're dropping similar cards that are just like more well balanced, and I don't know what this means for the future of like the original Dedan card or like something like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do, if they want to like gonna just ban cards or just have these or what. It's too early to tell. Oh, sorry, this has the Japanese on there, but this is Karina, 3k 0 power, counter 1000. It's a blocker, and then on play, up to one of your opponent's characters gets power minus 2000. So, oh right, that's the alt art. The alt arts are still in Japanese. I was going to say the benefits of knowing Japanese, but we have the English here, so for you guys to see. Can we just talk? That's a very nice, healthy. That's a very healthy alternate art there. Dice. I don't know. I always think like Andrew Dice Clay whenever I see this card. 4 drop, 4 cost, 6,000 power, counter 1,000. Film Gran Tesoro. It's whatever. It's vanilla. It's a 4 drop 6k vanilla for film. Then we got Tanaka-san, and he's a blocker. And then the trigger is play this card, so that's pretty cool. Just another film. I'm not a huge film guy. I don't like film in green. I don't like film in red. So I'm not really too stoked about these cards. Then we got Dogra and Magra. Say that 3 times fast. 2 drops 3,000, counter 1,000. On play, give up to one of your red 1 cost characters double attack during this turn. Which is kind of good. This is another one where I'm like, damn, this is strong. Not sure exactly. Obviously, Zoro and Red Green Law could see this. And like I know where it would see play. It's just gonna take some testing to see if it's actually worth it, if that makes sense. Then we got Baccarat, blocker, 3 cost 4k, 1,000 counter blocker on opponent's attack once per turn. You may trash a card from your hand, give up to one of your leaders or characters plus 2k for this battle. So it's like the opposite of the 5-drop Ezo that came out in EB01, and it's a blocker. This is actually pretty good. I do think this is pretty good. Yes, it's a 3-drop. Yes, it's only 4,000 power. But this could see some play. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some like red film decks coming out. I guess this is more support for red purple Uta, essentially. All these film cards that you're seeing here. Because she just didn't really have enough juice to get up in OP-06. We got Blue Jam. The jam is blue. 4 cost 5k, counter 1,000, Dawn times 1 when attacking. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 2,000 power or less. Okay, it's pretty good. Goa Kingdom and Blue Jam Pirates. This is going to be interesting. I think they're like slowly building up like a red Goa Kingdom Ace deck or something, which I'm really excited for. But we'll have to see. It's just hard when all these like different traits are getting mushed together into like the same archetype, if that makes sense. Next we got Poroshumi. Let me sure that's Poroshemi. The Japanese is like Poroshemi. I don't know how the correct way to say it. 2 cost 3,000, counter 1,000. On play, up to one of your opponent's characters gets minus 1,000. So we're seeing a thread here, right? The minus power or plus power. That's just pretty simple red, right? And then we got this. I'm really excited. This is the first card here, the character card so far that I'm really excited for. We got the Deuce, the Masked Deuce, the 1 drop, 1 cost, 2,000 power, counter 1,000 on play. If your leader is Ace, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Ace or Red event card and add it to your hand, then bottom deck the rest in any order. Pretty good, pretty good. This is an uncommon too, which is cool. So, I'll be grabbing a play set of these, and yeah, this weekend when OP-07 comes out, I'm going to be trying out the new Ace card, the new yellow drop Ace in Yamato, and then I'm just going to be trying to see if Ace can come back with some of the support that he's getting here. Because we got another card here, Moda, from the Lucia Kingdom, 1 drop 0 power, counter 2,000, your turn, on play, give up to one of your Ace, just Portgas D Ace, plus 2k power. So this is cool. This can be leader or character. It's a 2k counter, so the thing is, like, I don't think this would replace Otama, but if you were running Makino as well, just for the extra 2k counter, this could replace that, you know. And we got our boy. Look at that alt art. So good. Yeah, this is Akira Egawa. Always got the killer arts, man. So this is the card. This is the red card. This and Masked Deuce are the ones I need a playset of 4. And this is 8 drop 9,000 rush on play. Give your leader or up to one of your characters up to 2 rested Dawn. So you can see how this is going to play well with the dragon leader effect, because you could, for example, you could play this card, give the 2 rested Dawn to something else, attack with that card, then use leader effect and give those 2 Dawn onto either this dragon or another character or whatever, right? You can only give characters the Dawn with dragon effect. You cannot give leader the Dawn. which makes sense. You know, it's like he's dragon, he's the leader. But this character card can give the leader or characters, so that's really good. So you can do some cool combos. So with this, you can put 2 Dawn on leader, swing for 7, play this for 8, right? And then you can give those extra, give the 2 Dawn from character onto a different character, and then use leader effect. So you can get up to 4 rested Dawn. Not rest, yeah, 4 Dawn. Sorry. The character, the Monkey D. Dragon character, gives up to 2 rested Dawn. The leader gives 2 attached Dawn. So that is something to like be wary of. It's currently attached, so you do not give them rested Dawn. So it's not exactly the same as like starter deck Luffy leader. I just want to be really clear about that. But you can still do something like this, right? You can give 2 Dawn. You can put 2 Dawn on leaders normally, swing 7, play this dragon for 8, and then still use his effect and give it to something else. But then if you wanted to, you could put the 2 leader that were on your, the 2 Dawn that were on your leader onto this character. I know it's kind of confusing when you're just like talking about it, but when you see it in play, it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it's really fun. You can kind of like, it's kind of like a moving puzzle piece that you can move Dawn around. And your opponent, it makes it harder for your opponent to kind of like properly math everything out, because you can kind of bluff, or you can kind of trick them into thinking you're going to swing with one thing, then you play a rush character, and then you can put the Dawn on them. Like the new Kid and Killer from EB01 is really great with Dragon, I think. Alright, and then we got the 1 cost event. It's a Galaxy Wink, and this is main. Give up to one of your characters with the Revolutionary Army type plus 2,000 power for the turn. Then give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power for the turn. Trigger, activate this card's main effect, and it's a Revolutionary Army card. The fact that this is only on main and not like main and counter or just counter, I don't know if it'll really see play. This is probably one of those cards that will get run in some dragon decks at the start of OP-07, and then it'll get put to the ringer and people will see if it's actually usable or not. It does only designate that you can give up to one of your characters plus 2k, and it has to be Revolutionary Army type. I think they could have put leader on here and it would have been fine, right? This is like a reverse guard point, but you can split up the 2k and the 1k essentially. Obviously it's not a counter event though. I don't know. This is like so in the middle that like maybe there's some specific use cases where this will be really strong, but I'm not. Obviously, yes, the plus 2k for one of your Revolutionary Army cards gets it to 7,000 power so that they can use all their effects. Like, yes, that's very nice and all, but I don't know. I think most of the time it's going to be worth it just to use 2 Dawn instead of the 1 Dawn here, but you're running this card, right? So we'll see. This one might be better. This is Dragon's Breath, a 2-cost counter. Its main, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with the power of 3,000 or less, and up to 1 stage with the cost of 1 or less. And then trigger, activate this card's main effect. So, and it's Revolutionary Army. I do think this would be really good against Reiju. I know that's super specific, but being able to KO, like, you know, maybe you minus power or something and then you KO, like if they have an TCG on the board and it's 7,000 power, right? If you get it down 4k, you could Fire Fist, like Revolutionary Army Fire Fist, and pop something that's 0 if there is something, or just minus the power and then play one of these. That is 4 Dawn, but then you would KO an Ichiji and their Germa Kingdom stage card. So like that seems pretty strong, but in a lot of other use cases, I'm not really sure. Like this seems okay. It's just gonna depend, right? A lot of these like kind of Revolutionary Army event cards are really specific for certain use cases, and so you have to build your deck around using them, and it doesn't always work out as to where it would be like advantageous to actually run them. So we'll see. And then the last red card here is going to be Keep Out. 1 cost counter event. Up to one of your Revolutionary Army characters gain plus 2,000 power until the end of your turn. Trigger, activate this card's counter effect. So, and it's a Revolutionary Army and Impel down. We're seeing a theme here, right? It's all characters. And I've said this before when talking about Dragon, but he is going to be a strong leader, but the biggest weakness that he has is he needs characters to stay on board. Not only do you need the characters on the board really to even just use leader effect efficiently, you need the characters to stay on board. and we're like coming out of the OP-05, OP-06 meta over here in Asia. Characters don't stay on board. They just don't. Like Moria, Perona, Sakazuki, they all just destroy every character you have on board. That's why I'm still having fun as a yellow-green Yamato main, because you can KO all of my characters, or I just won't play anything for you to KO and I can still win. You know, it's gonna be rough, but like I said, like if Bonnie takes over and green is playing, like if everyone's playing green decks, and if black gets hit from these ban restriction lists, who knows, maybe we'll see something where, or you know, if you swarm the board just to where they can't get rid of everything and you have enough tempo, then yes, this leader effect will still be good. But it's kind of up in the air. However, I like red. I haven't been able to play like just a mono red deck for fun outside of Whitebeard in a long time. So I'm hoping the dragon will at least just be like decent enough to like bring the locals and still have fun and not lose like every game. Alright, that's going to be it for all the red cards. Some pretty promising ones, a few that I don't really care for, but there's some cool ones in there. Ace got some support. Dragon's going to be fun to at least try, you know, have some fun with him. But the next video will be starting off with the green cards, starting off with the Jewelry Bonnie leader. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be releasing all these videos either right one after the other or all at the same time. So please go check them out as well. But just for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.